Start going, keep going. So what I want to go over in this video is kind of the introduction to my new video series, the self-development toolkit. But I also wanted to just kind of get into the first topic instead of having a full introductory series. So basically what I want to do with this series on the self-development toolkit is to give you all the tools you need in one place to be able to develop yourself, achieve more fulfillment, success, financial, whatever you have going on that you want to move towards. That's what this series is going to do. So this first video, like I said, is called Start Going, Keep Going. The motivation for this and the inspiration came the other morning when I was, getting ready to start my day, and I thought about all the stuff that I had to do that day, and I was just like, I don't want to do any of this. But I was like, well, I got to get it done, and the sooner I get it all done, then the sooner it'll be done, and then the sooner I can get on to other things that I really want to do with my day. So then I was like, well, I should make a video about that. And basically what it comes down to is getting into your rhythm, or building motivation, or building momentum, or building your, just getting into the zone. Those kind of things are the way that people talk about this technique. So basically what I figured out was we already have our motivation. The word motive is in the word motivation. And when we're sitting there thinking about all the tasks that we have to accomplish that day, we're already giving ourselves the reason why. And it's just that matter of getting to that strong enough reason why to get us up off the seat. But that's the thing, is we already have that motivation. Other speakers talk about that. You've already got your motivation. You just got to get started. We think about, well, how do I get into rhythm? How do I stay in a rhythm? Well, you don't do it by thinking about it. You do it by getting in a rhythm and staying in a rhythm. And that's the trick, is it's about less thinking and more doing. And that's, I think, where we struggle a lot of times, is we think that we're going to think our way into something, but it's a matter of doing our way into something. So that's the part of start going, keep going, is I already have my motivation. I already have my reasons why. I've got all that stuff down. So basically I just need to start. And even if I'm not doing the task that I initially need to accomplish at first, at least what I'm doing is I'm starting to move. I'm starting to get things done. They talk about being busy versus being productive. And there's a difference. Being busy doesn't really get the important things done, where being productive does. But what I think is, if you can start out by getting busy, then you'll be productive. And that's the best way to do it, is just get going, start going. Stop thinking about the million things you got to do and just start knocking out that first thing. Because the cool thing is, once you get that first thing done, now you're up and moving. Now you can get that second thing done, you can get that third thing done. And before you know it, all those things are done. And that initial motivation that you had behind getting them done has now come to fruition. Now you can breathe and go, oh, I got it done. Because, the other side of it too is like, yeah, you could throw it all aside and go enjoy yourself. But what happens is, if you go do all those things you want to do, then that's always in the back of your mind, and you can't really fully enjoy the moment that you're in if you have incomplete tasks. That's just kind of how our brain works. It's like that computer. If you give the computer a list of programs that it has to run through, it's got to run through those programs. It has no choice. It's kind of the same thing with us if we set ourselves up like that, is because when we're in our thinking part of the day, we're like, oh, this, and this, and we stack these things that we have to do on top of each other, and then they're all sitting there in our mind until we accomplish them. So the best thing you can do if you have a mental to-do list is get that mental to-do list done. And the cool part is, it's just it's a habit like anything else. You just get used to doing it, and you get used to moving forward in that direction, and you get used to start going and keep going. It's like the same thing for me making videos right now. When I first started making YouTube videos, it was tough. My first 1 or 2 or 3, I got that first one done. I got that initial, motivation and momentum from it. I was like, this is awesome. And then I stopped. I went back to my old ways. I wasn't making videos anymore. But now I've been making videos consistently. I've been producing them, getting them out consistently, and what I've come to find is now it's actually a lot easier for me to post a video than it used to be, and it's a lot harder for me if I don't. Like I talked about having that list stacked. When I have that list stacked now, it bothers me until I get it done. And that's why I'm here right now making this video, is because I was like, all right, I need to start my day. I really want to make a video. So what I was like, I'm gonna do this first. But it's about a 15-minute walk to get here. So on that 15-minute walk to get here, I'm getting my oxygen going, I'm getting my blood flowing, I'm getting my smile going, I'm seeing people, so I'm getting momentum and rhythm in other directions. And now by the time I get here to make this video, I'm already awake, alert, and I'm focused. I don't have any other distractions because this is the only thing I want to be doing right now. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my full attention and focus into what I'm accomplishing right now. I'm not worried about thinking about those other things. And I think that's a big part of what I wanted to get to too, is when we start going and we keep going, we got to eliminate the distractions and not think about all that other stuff. You know, all the things that you have to do today, focus on the thing you're doing now, and then you can get to that next thing. And that way, what'll happen is when you get to that task and you start to accomplish that task, you'll finish it with better quality or even more efficiently or faster or whatever, because you're focused on that task and not thinking about that other stuff. And I think that's one problem that we have to get going through our day, is we have all these tasks to accomplish, and we keep thinking about all those tasks that we have to accomplish. So it's just never a chance to just give ourselves a break. So focus on what you're doing, get going, start going, keep going. If you have a problem with starting going, then you have to realize that you probably are stuck in thought mode. And again, I talk about dopamine, and that's what's happening. You're getting that dopamine push by thinking about what you're doing, when you'll actually get more fulfillment out of actually completing the task. It's amazing. So hopefully this video helps on building momentum, getting in the rhythm, getting into the zone, and then staying there. You don't have to worry about what am I going to do to get in there or stay in there. If you start going, all those things will take care of themselves. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you.